All right, so here we are with a craft. We are going to make a polar bear today. So I've got my Ida Always packets, and I flipped way to the back to the craft pages. Okay, this is right after the directed drawing. So I have this page with a circle, and these are 4 legs. I'm going to rip that out. I'm going to rip out all these heads. I'm only going to need 1. And I'm only going to need 1 of these little noses too, but I'll just rip the whole page out. And the last page you'll need is this one, says Ida Always, so you can rip both of those out. And then behind it, all you should see are your vocabulary pages. Okay, so there's 4 of them that you need. Here's how you make the polar bear. I'm going to start with the body. And you are going to cut out the body and the legs. All right, I'm going to cut it out now. You cut it out with me, and I might cut faster than you. So if I do, you know that you can pause me if you need more time. All right, scissors pointing away from my body. I'm turning the paper, not my scissors. I hope you're getting lots faster at cutting. Okay, there's my body. I'm gonna cut off that little piece right there. There we go. Moving on to the legs. I'm going to cut off the top of the legs all at the same time. It's almost like a straight line. Now I can cut around. Up. There we go. Here's one leg. Take your time cutting. Don't make it sloppy. Remember, I've been cutting for a long time. That's why I'm fast. I've had lots of practice. And I've got good scissors, which helps. All right, there's all of my legs. So I'm going to start. I need my glue. You will need some glue too. If you don't have some, go get some. If you're not done cutting, pause me. So I'm going to show you how to put the body on the legs, and then we'll finish cutting the rest. There's more to cut out still, but let's work with these pieces first. So I've got 4 legs, and what I am going to do, is put a little glue at the top of the leg. Okay, and I'm gonna stick the legs behind the body. That's why I put the glue on the legs and not on the body. So this leg is gonna go behind the body, kind of towards the bottom and sticking out a little bit. Not too far out, but a little bit. All right, and I'll do that with all 4 of them so that when it's done, it'll look something like this. Okay, so let me take some time. Those aren't glued in yet. I'll put some glue at the top of this leg. I'll glue it next. Here's one. And here's one. So it's kind of like we're looking straight at the polar bear, like at the front of him. Okay, so there's all 4 of his legs, his 2 front ones and his 2 back legs. Next, I'm going to need to do some more cutting. If you're not to this point yet, pause me. If you're ready, I'm going to cut out 1 of the faces. Okay, if you want to save the other faces for something else, you're welcome to. And I'm going to cut out 1 of the noses. Okay, here we go. I like to kind of cut just one face out of the paper first. and set the rest of the paper aside. It helps, I think, when you have a smaller piece of paper that you're cutting instead of the whole big paper. Okay. All right, so there's his head, and I also need a nose. Now, the nose, it actually is going to be gray. So if you want to, what I would recommend is coloring the nose gray before you cut it out. Let me grab my gray crayon. If you don't have a gray crayon and you just want to use your pencil to color it in, you can do that. And see, if I color it before I cut it out, I can get outside the lines. Whoopsies. And it's not gonna matter because I'm gonna cut it out. There we go. And now I'll just cut out that nose. I'm gonna cut the nose away from the rest of the paper first. So I'm only having this small piece. There's my nose. Alrighty. So here's my body. Remember, front legs, back legs. I'm gonna glue, remember we're looking like straight on at the polar bear. So the head is not gonna go at the top. The head is gonna go right here. Okay, we're like eye level with this polar bear. I'm gonna put glue all along the back of his head and glue it right in the middle of his body. Legs at the bottom. Okay. Now I need to put some glue on the back of the mouth and nose. And the mouth and nose will go right below his eyes. Aw, he's so cute. I like polar bears. Okay, the last page I need, if you're not ready for the last page, pause me while you finish your craft. Okay, the craft is done. The last page that you need is this one here that says Ida Always. You're gonna cut one out and we'll just color on one. I have my scissors right here. I'll cut before I write. Okay. So on this page, Ida Always, you are going to write about the emotions in the book, Ida Always. So I want you to think about Gus. We know Gus's emotions, right? We know how he feels. We know that Gus misses Ida. I want you to think for a second about why we knows Gus misses Lila. How do we know that he feels that emotion? Okay, have you thought about it? How do we know that Gus misses Ida? Hopefully you said it's because that we know he rests when he's lonely, right? Gus rests when he's lonely. So we know he misses Ida because he rests when he's lonely. I'd like you to write that here. I want you to say that Gus misses Lila because he rests, Gus misses Ida because he rests when he's lonely, or something along those lines. I want you to tell me how we know Gus misses Ida. I'm not going to write it for you. I want you to do the best you can with spelling. And that's it. So after you write, if you want to connect it to your polar bear, you could put a little bit of glue at the top here and just connect a couple of feet to it. It'll cover up a little bit of the writing, but not a lot. And then they'll be connected. Okie doke. When you're done with your writing, you are all set with this. I'll see you later.